Hey, hello everybody. If you don't like liver, turn this video off now. You have been warned. This is a video of chicken liver, bacon, and onions. And man, this is one of my favorites, I'll tell you. Okay, anyway, take your bacon, chop it up. You want to saute it until it's brown. Okay, until it's cooked completely. Then we're going to take it out of the pan and we're going to saute the onions in the bacon grease. So there we go. I bought I think it's a 1 pound container of chicken livers. You're also going to need some white wine for this. White wine's very important. It gives it a really good flavor. Oh, and a little bottle of Kitchen Bouquet. Kitchen Bouquet is going to give it a deep, rich brown color. You know, that's all it does, really. It doesn't really add much flavor. It's what it's made of is caramelized vegetables. So it's basically a caramel color is what it is. And it just gives it a deeper color, you know, that it's important. You know, there's an old saying that says you eat with your eyes first, and that is true. You know, when they put a plate down in front of you in a restaurant and you look at it, you're either gonna like it or not, you know, right from the start. Okay, anyway, here's the bacon now. It's turning brown and crisp. Don't worry about that pan looking burnt. Don't worry about that. That's a really good pan, and there's no burnt flavor at all to what's going on here. It's just, you know, don't worry about it. Trust me. Okay, anyway, now we're going to brown the onions. You do want to caramelize them a little bit. You know, you do want them to brown a little bit. There we go. After the onions are brown, we're going to take them out and add them to the bacon. And then we're going to save the grease, the bacon grease. Man, I'll tell you what, I really love liver. I really do. Chicken livers are just dynamite. Today I have extra. I have leftovers. So today I'm going to chop them up with some hard-boiled eggs. And I'm going to make like a liver spread. You know, did you ever hear the joke, what am I, chopped liver? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop the liver up. I'm going to add in some hard-boiled eggs and eat it on toast. Oh, man. Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the onions now are almost there. And what else? Okay, there goes. I'm going to add the bacon to it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm adding the onion to the bacon. Right. Okay, like I say, don't worry about the brownness of the pan. It's not burnt, trust me. Okay, now there, I'm saving the grease. Okay, I'm going to clean the pan out a little bit. All right, now here's the flour for the chicken livers. I added salt, pepper, garlic, granulated garlic, and granulated onion. Okay, those 4 things: salt, pepper, granulated garlic, and granulated onion. All right, mix them all together real good. All right, there we go. Now we're going to trim up the chicken livers. What you're doing here is you're looking for any, you know, any little membranes that are holding the things together, any little chunks of fat, anything that looks like you don't want to eat it, just, you know, cut it off and throw the livers into the flour, and you're good to go. You're going to dredge them in the flour, and then you're going to put them in the oil and let them brown. You know, it's going to be like the hash brown thing where you don't stir them. Just put them in the pan and leave them alone. Okay, there's the pan. That's the oil from the bacon and onions, and I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to it. I don't know where the butter is coming up here, somewhere over here. There we go. Gonna add a little bit of butter. The main thing is when you're sauteing the chicken livers, make sure there's enough oil in there that the chicken livers aren't sitting in a dry spot. A dry spot is no good. You don't want that. All right, here we go. I'm adding the livers to it. Now again, like I said, don't stir them. Just leave them. Just let them sit until they brown. Man, these things are so good. Woo! Okay, now you have the flavor from the bacon grease, the flavor from the butter. The flour is going to absorb a lot of the oil. So you have to pay attention on how much oil is here. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil here in a minute. Just to, make sure, there went some olive oil. Just to make sure that you have contact with the chicken liver and the pan. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have oil in there, you don't have good contact between the product and the pan. So you have to make sure you have enough oil in. All right, there we go. Nice. Okay, now, again, like I said, don't stir them around. Just wait till they brown and then flip them over. That's all you want to do. Now you can see that the oil has been absorbed on the right hand side of the pan, so I'm going to add a little more. There you go. There's a little bit more olive oil. Okay, there we go. Flip those over. All right, beautiful. Now it's getting close. It's getting close to where they're done. What I'm going to do is when I add the wine, I'm going to put the lid on. All right, here comes half of the bacon and onions. I had enough to do 2 batches, to do, 2 saute pans full. You don't want to overload the saute pan. That's not going to help you. It's best just to do 2 batches. There's some Pinot Grigio white wine. It's just a cheap bottle of wine. I think it was like, I don't know, $5 or something. It's basically cooking wine. I don't think I would drink the stuff, but it's perfect to cook with. Pinot Grigio. It also works with other white wines too. You want to stay away from the sweet white wines. Don't use the sweet. All right, so now here, what we have going on here is the oil and the flour have created a roux. So now you can see it's getting thick, but it's not the right color. It looks kind of weird. It's not the right color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of kitchen bouquet. You can find that, in the spice section of the store. It comes in a little bottle. It's not smoke flavored. All it is caramelized vegetables. That's all it is. It's a brown color. And it just adds, there it goes, and it just adds a little bit of richness to the sauce. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Now you see the flour and the oil have created a roux, which now is creating a sauce in the pan with the chicken livers. Woo, man, this stuff is so good. It's really good with mashed potatoes, but I didn't make any mashed potatoes. Oh, brother. Man, that's good stuff. All right. Now, wait. Hold on. What happened to the lid? I don't know, but I put the lid on there for a couple seconds just to make sure that the livers are done. Okay. Listen, you might be able to find this someplace else, but you ain't going to find it any better than this. I got to go. I got to eat.